All right, Lady Wild fans, we're about to tip face off here at the Des Moines New Year's Eve puck drop tournament here in West Des Moines at the Recplex. We've got a few guest skaters with us today with the Lady Wild. We've got Lainey playing defense with Ruby. We've got Stella Van Meer back in the net. Caroline's taking the face off. She's got Bree and Penny out there. We've got the Des Moines All-Stars gray team. That one goes in offsides. We're missing a few girls tonight. I think Finley and Ellie, Gabby, and Margot absent tonight. So we also have Riot joining us tonight as well. So I'm sure she'll be on one of the next lines. That comes in. Ruby sends it out. Now Bree picks it up in the neutral zone. Bree skates it into the All-Star zone. They send it right back out. Ruby comes up, collects, waits for everybody to reset, and she gets it back in deep. Caroline going to pick up the puck at the near boards. Lainey sends it up to Bree. Bree sends one wide. Ruby skating over. She squats it back in, keeps it in deep. She sends one towards the net. It goes behind the net and up to the near boards. Lainey goes, sends it to the corner where Caroline picks it up. Caroline reverses, centers. Penny not able to push it in. Comes back to the near boards. Comes back to Lainey. Goes off Lainey's stick, comes out of the zone. We push it back in a little too quick, and we're offsides. New line coming out. Riot going to take the face-off, I believe, with Laura and Beckett. And back on defense, we've got Gwen and Lennon. Riot sends that face-off deep into the All-Star zone, where they collect, try to send it the other way, whiff, now send it to the near boards. Pick up some speed as they approach the blue line, get around Lennon. Now Riot comes, takes it off his twig, and Lennon and Gabby both send it to the far boards where Laura tries to skate it up and not able to get out of the zone. Beckett picks it up. She's skating with it behind the net. Now tries to center pass over to Riot, but it gets deflected. Now Riot does pick it up, sends it out of the zone. All-Stars reset. Now Laura pushes into the All-Star zone. She takes a shot. It goes off the skate. Riot takes a shot. It gets deflected into the protective netting, and we have a stoppage here with 9:41 left in the first period. Caroline, Riley, and Bree coming out. Ruby and Lainey back on D. Face off comes to the near boards, then gets pushed towards the net. Now the All-Stars pick it up behind the net. Bree squeezes them off. Caroline pushes the puck behind the net, now to the near boards. Lainey comes up, gets past her momentarily. Now she tries to send it back in, but the All-Stars push it deep down. Stella does not play it. It goes wide, and now we're going to have, that's icing, and now we'll have an offensive zone face-off here in the right wing circle. Same line out there for Lady Wild. Got my man Jude here on the camera. Ruby sends it in the slot. Caroline chases it down to the far corner. Oh, Ruby misses on that one. Not even able to keep it in. It's going to go down, though, for icing. Offensive zone face-off this time in the left wing circle. New lines coming out for Lady Wild. We'll have Riot, Laura, and Penny with Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Riot sends one towards the net. It gets deflected wide. Lara picks it up in the near corner, skates over behind the net, where Riot tries to pick it up. Now Lara bringing it back this way. She gets held, no call. Comes back to Lennon. Lennon shoots one towards the net. Gets deflected, goes just wide. Riot goes back, stick twist, unable to get the puck. Now Des Moines skates it out with speed in neutral ice. Get past Gwen. Now she's got Lennon. Lennon unable to stop her. I think Stella made a nice stop there, and now Lady Law push it back into the All-Star zone. They pick it up behind the net, skate it to the near corner. They're able to clear the zone. It's going to come down. I don't know if we'll have enough for icing. No, it checks up just before the red line. Glenn hooks it up to the far boards. Stars come in, shoot off to the side of the net. Lennon skating forward with it. She has it knocked off her twig. Now this is Caroline. She chips out the boards, gets around that one. Unable to clear the defenseman. Now right winger picks it up, centers. Misses the pass. So that one goes towards the net. Stella covers. New lines coming out for the Lady Wild. Caroline, Bree, Beckett, and then Ruby and Laney back on defense. Beckett blocks that shot. Now she comes up to pressure. Caroline comes to help, but the All-Stars pick it up. Bree knocks it off the stick there. Now she's battling with the far boards, trying to push out of the zone. The All-Stars come away with it. Laney comes up to pressure. Shot goes in wide. Comes up to left wing circle. Stars miss on that shot attempt. Bree chips it around. Unable to clear the zone. Ruby picks it up behind the net. She's skating with it up the far boards. Now sends it up. It gets out of the zone. Goes down into the All-Star zone where they're going to chase it down. Lady Wild going to try to forecheck, keep it in the zone here. Forward battle. Ruby comes up, sends it in deep. Now goes to the other side of the ice. Des Moines skating up the far boards. They're going to try to break out. Lady Wild are able to keep it in. That's Caroline and Lara battling the far boards. Caroline pushes the puck deep. She's got Beckett in front of the net. She loses her edge at the far corner. Gets up. Beckett picks it up, tries centering pass. It gets deflected. Des Moines skates in neutral ice. Caroline picks up the loose puck, sends it back into the All-Star zone. Now Beckett chips it in deeper towards the slot, where Des Moines picks it up. Reverse course. Now Beckett holds the zone. She's going to come up, unable to pick up the puck in the slot. She loses her stick as Des Moines skates it out of the zone. Great job by Riot there to slow that rush down when Ruby lost her edge. That shot goes wide. We got a delayed penalty coming. Ruby needs to touch this puck, and now the Lady Wild are going to go on the PK. Looks like Riot going in the box. Missed the call, though. To kill the penalty, we've got Caroline, Penny, and Lennon and Gwen. Face off comes a high slot. Now the Stars send it back in deep. Lennon sends it to the near boards. Now Caroline picks it up and reverses, skates with it behind the net, takes it to the far corner. Now she's coming up through the slot. Now skates with it out of the zone. She's going to chip around that Stars player, but he's able to pick it up and send it back to Gwen. Gwen backhands it over to Lennon. Lennon not able to get it around that Stars player, but great back check to prevent that shot. Now Lennon sends it up to the blue line. It gets out. Stars are going to have to reset. Now they send it in. Gwen blocks that one. She sends it to the corner. Lennon chases it down. Now she sends it up to Penny. Comes up to the Stars defense. Caroline, Penny battling to get it out. Gwen gets a stick on it, but it comes all the way back to Stella, who kicks it out. And now that one comes back in towards the zone. No goal. Stella finds herself on her back. Play was not called dead, so Stars send another shot in. Now Penny sends up the boards, loses it. Now Lennon picked up the loose puck. She loses it. Now Stars take a shot. Glove saved by Stella. Lady Wall back to full strength. And we'll have a full line change. Ruby and Lane back on defense with Riot and Beckett and Bree. Good, how are you? You're good. No, you're all good. All right, face-off comes to the near corner where Laney sends it up to the blue line. All-Stars send it back in deep where Ruby picks it up. She skates forward with it, now up the far boards. Bree chips out of the zone. Now she's off to the races. She's going to pick it up at the far corner. She's going to try to center this. Stars intercept that pass. Now they skate out of the zone. Ruby gets it up the stick over to Laney. Laney sends it up to Riot. Riot not able to get by that Stars player. All right, picks up the puck, sends it into the All-Star zone. All-Stars send it right back out. Now, Riot skating in. She gets hooked, and she's going to get in, take a shot. She scores! 1-0 Lady Wild with 2:04 left in the first period. Riot gets hooked, still goes down and scores on the delayed penalty. They won't be sending this one to the box. Yep, nope. We're going to stay 5-on-5 as that goal negates that penalty. Caroline taking the face off. Laura and Riley out with her. That's Gwen and Lennon back on defense. Stars come in, take a shot right on Stella's stick, and she covers. We'll have a defensive zone face off here to Stella's left. Caroline picks up the loose puck. She gets squeezed in the boards. Comes out momentarily. They called it. Didn't call offsides. Now All-Stars bring it in deep. Pass it. They had an open net there for a minute. Estella was a little late coming across, but Lady Wild able to prevent a shot from getting in. Shot goes into Stella's glove, and she covers. Line change with Riot, Penny, and Bree. And Ruby and Laney back on defense. Ruby goes over, sends it up to the blue line where the All-Stars send it back in. Now Ruby there to deflect that shot away. Bree picks up the loose puck, skates up the near boards, comes through center ice. Now into the All-Star zone. She's got one to beat. She takes a shot. Kick save there by the goalie. Now the Stars pick it up at the far board, skate around our all of our players there, but All-Stars not able to connect on that pass, and Laney sends it up to the blue line where the All-Stars are able to keep it in. Bree gets that puck away. Now she sends it up the far boards. Board battle with Penny and Bree in there. That shot goes in wide. Stella comes over and makes a save, and Wyatt picks up the loose puck and not able to clear, but Laney sends it up to the blue line. Now Bree's able to clear it. Sends it in neutral ice. Riot intercepts that pass. And that's going to end the first period with the Lady Wild up 1-0. All right, Lady Wild going to start the second period. They're going to operate right to left. Caroline going to take the face off. Laura and Beckett out with her, and Lennon and Gwen back on defense. Face off comes back to Lennon. She gets bodied a little bit there, and a little bit of contact there as it all starts into the zone. Caroline tried to pick up the loose puck there, but she lose that. She crosses the center ice. All-Stars then pick it off of Lennon's stick as she tried to skate it into the zone. Now the Lady Wild sent it back in deep where the All-Stars pick it up. Tries to reverse course, but he sends it to the far corner. Centering pass there, nobody there to receive it. Gwen sends it up to Caroline. Caroline going to take a shot. Oh, just hanging out in front of the net. Nobody there to pick up the trash. Stars skate across center ice and now into the Lady Wild zone. Lennon picks up the puck. She reverses and is going to send it up to Laura. Comes out of the zone. Stars have to reset here. Waiting for it to reset. They lose the puck, and Caroline pushes it now into the All-Star zone. All-Stars reverse, send it to the far corner. Now they pick it up, send it up to the blue line where Ruby holds the line, sends it back in deep. Now they send it to the center where Laney's perfectly positioned to take it. She tries to send one in. It gets blocked. Ruby slows it down just enough to where she picks it up, ends it back to the blue line. Penny now sends it in neutral ice. Stars send it back in. All-Stars send it back in offsides. Ruby and Laney going to stay out on defense, and we'll have Riot, Bree, and Penny on offense. All-Stars fail to get one on the ice for the face-off there. Loose puck comes into the slot. All-Stars get a shot off it, and it goes just wide. Now they pitch Laney off, and she's not happy about it. Gives a little bit of a cross check to the back. Now Riot brings it in. She sends it in wide. Puck comes up to Ruby at the blue line. She backhands it back deep into the all-star zone. They send it back up to the boards to Ruby. Ruby skates forward. They chip it around her. Bree comes and back checks. Bree sends it across ice, and it comes in the neutral zone. All-Stars reset and bring it back in. Here's Riot. She's got a little bit of space, but she's getting claps on by 4 All-Stars players, but she's going to skate right into the All-Star zone. She goes back, picks up the loose puck, sends it in, goes just wide. All-Stars pick it up, and the net, shoot it up the near boards. Ruby's there to receive. She sends it back in deep. Stars deflect it back to the net, and the goalie covers. 8:35 left in the second period. Clock operator didn't stop the clock, so it's just running a little bit here. Caroline sent that face off back to Beckett. Then Stars sent up to the blue line where Lennon sent it back deep, and then the All-Stars pick it up. Now they're skating in the neutral ice. We've got another penalty coming. I'm not sure who they're calling. All right, Lady Wild going to go on the power play here. Number 44 goes in the box for the All-Stars. I don't see what the call was. So here on the power play, we're going to have Caroline, Riot, Laura, and then Glenn and Lennon back on defense. All-Stars pick up the loose puck off the draw, then Riot takes off the stick. Now the All-Stars going to try to scale the zone. Great back check there with the forecheck there rather by Riot. All-Stars bringing in offsides. Defensive, a little bit of line shake up here. Riot going to take the face off. Penny taking the face off. Riot to her right. Riley to her left. Then Ruby and Laney back on defense. Lady Wild send it deep into the All-Star zone. All-Stars send it to the far corner. Now at the far boards where Laney picks it up. She sends it back in deep. Riley not able to get good wood on it. All-Stars pick up the loose puck behind the net. It comes up to Ruby at the near corner. Ruby sends it in. Penny unable to control that, and All-Stars pick it up. Send it up to the blue line. Ruby holds the line, pushes in deep. And that'll end the power play. And the All-Stars are back to full strength. They try to sneak one by, but Ruby holds the line. All-Stars pick it up. Ruby slows the advance down, but All-Stars then send it faster. Laney in a foot race. She sends it back, and Ruby now clears the zone. All-Stars D picks it up, sends it up, and then Ruby stops it on the other end. Now sends it briefly into the All-Stars zone, who bring it back into neutral ice. Back to Ruby again, and Ruby sends it back into the All-Stars zone. All-Stars going to try to break out. They reverse ice. Caroline intercepts that. Now she's going to skate in the zone. We got a 2-on-2 with Bree. Bree not able to collect that pass. She comes back to pick it up. Bree got away with a strip there, it looked like. Puck comes up. Lady Wild not able to keep it in the zone. Beckett gets boarded, and that's going to be another Lady Wild penalty. Is number 3 boards Beckett into the near boards here. So, Lady Wild are going to go on the power play for the next 90 seconds. On the power play now, we've got Caroline, Beckett, and Bree with Glenn and Lennon back on defense. All-Stars a little confused on where to line up for this face-off. They win it up. It comes to Lennon, not able to hold the line. Now they skate with it. They get around Glenn, too. They take a shot. Saved there by Stella. Puck comes behind the net where Glenn sends it up to Bree. Bree sends it to the near boards. Stars skate in. All-Stars skate in to pick it up, but got two Lady Wild waiting for it behind the net. Caroline, though, comes away with it. Skates it at the far boards. She gets it around three All-Stars players. She's got one-on-one. Now Bree and Beckett were up there with her. All-Stars skate out of it. Gonna skate this out of the zone. Skate it around Glenn. Lennon tries to forget that centering pass. They get it around her, and they're able to get one by Stella to tie the game up at 1-1 with 4:35 left in the second period. Riot going to take this face off with Laura and Penny with her, and then Ruby and Lane back on defense. Once again, the All-Stars not sure where to face off, and they have one face off in the Lady Wild end. That one gets sent down deep for icing. Riot takes a face off. Now Laura picks up the loose puck. It comes to the near boards. Ruby trying to push it wide, but they skate around Ruby. Now Laney tries to speed in. Nifty moves there as the All-Stars come right down and score again. Now it's 2-1 All-Stars. Caroline, Riley, and Bree out on the forward line with Lane and Ruby still back on defense. Bree brings it into the All-Star zone. Guys, this whole side of the ice is wide open. Ruby and Laney in a foot race here. Ruby going to get in front of the net. Great job by Laney to deflect that one off the stick. Ruby sends it to the far corner where Laney goes to pick it up. She's not able to get around the All-Stars defense. They come up. Ruby slots it to the far corner. Now Caroline picks it up behind the net. She's skating with it, bringing it out into the neutral zone. Lady Wild send it deep to All-Star zone. All-Stars send it to the far corner. They're going to try to break out. Caroline, though, disrupts that. Centers to Riley. Riley not able to get one past that All-Stars player. They try to skate forward with it. Riley takes it off the stick. Caroline centers it to Riley, who's not able to get a shot off. Then the All-Stars set up the far boards where Lennon sends it back in deep. Reverses to the near corner now. They're going to bring it up the near boards. Send it up to the blue line where Ruby sends it right back in deep. Caroline picks up the loose puck. She comes around, but great defensive play by the All-Stars to get in the way of that shot. All-Stars skate forward with it. It comes up to the blue line where Glenn holds it in twice, but then it gets around her, and Lady Wild are going to have to reset. Board battle here in your living rooms as 4 Lady Wild players converge. It goes back to Lennon. He sends it deep, and All-Stars pick it up, skate it in through neutral ice into the Lady Wild zone. Lennon does a great job to send that wide, and they shoot it, goes behind the net. Centering pass misses, goes to the far boards. Lennon goes to pressure. They try to center again. A couple Lady Wild there to slow it down, and Caroline picks it up. She pushes it in neutral zone. .134 left in the second period. Caroline sends it into the All-Star zone. We've got 3 here if we can get this. We caught him on a change. Caroline sends a shot in. Kick save. All-Stars pick it up, skate it up the near boards. Got caught on a bit of a line change here. Little sloppy here with the Lady Wild line change as well. And All-Stars bring it in offsides. Riot going to take the face off with Laura and Penny. Ruby and Lainey back on defense. Riot wins that over to Penny, but the Stars pick up the loose puck. Lainey comes in, hits it off the All-Star zone. Great forecheck there by the Lady Wild. Now Lainey sends it in deep. Laura takes it right off that All-Star stick. Now puck comes in the neutral zone. Lainey comes in, intercepts that rush. Now the Stars pick it up. They're going to try to wrap around. Ruby sends it up the far or the near corner. All-Stars send one towards the net, and Stella covers. 16 seconds left here in the second period. All-Stars send one towards the net. Lainey deflects it wide. Lainey take it up the far boards. 8 seconds left in the period. Now Laura picks up the loose puck. Sends up towards the blue line. That's going to end the second period. Lady Wild give up 2 goals in quick succession. They find themselves in a 2-1 deficit entering the third period. All right, starting this third period, we've got Caroline, Beckett, and Bree with Lennon and Glenn back on defense. All Stars bring in Lady Wild zone. Bree there to slow that play down. They get a shot in. Lennon tries to send it back out. Now the Stars send one back towards the net. Couple Lady Wild there to prevent that from getting through. Now Beckett, I'm sorry, sends out of the zone. All Stars bring it in the zone, send it to the far boards. Caroline intercepts that centering pass. Now she reverses. She's skating with it. She gets it in neutralized, or Bree picks it up. Now she's skating into the All-Star zone. All-Stars doing some stick lifting. Beckett sends it back to Lennon, who sends one towards the net. Bree not able to get in there to follow up. We're going to have a 4-on-1 rush here. So, great hustle by all the Lady Wild to get back to slow that play down. All Stars sending in deep. Caroline loses it as she skates it up the far boards. Now Caroline sends it in neutralize. The All Stars pick it up. Now All Stars into the zone. Caroline picks up the loose puck, sends it towards the blue line. All Stars able to keep it in. Laney chases it down the far corner. Now she skates with it up, bringing it through center ice. Now she's skating into the neutral zone. She's got it poked off her twig. Riley picks up the loose puck, sends it into the All-Star zone. All-Stars pick it back up. Set it back towards the blue line. Laura keeps it in momentarily. Now the All-Stars pick up the loose puck. Great job by Caroline to come in from behind and pick up that puck. Now she's bringing up the near boards. Oh, she gets checked. That's going to be another penalty come in, and Lady Wild are going to go back on the power play. All right. 9:18 left in the third period. Lady Wild down 2-1. They're on the power play, but they've only got 4 out. We need another. Okay, here comes Riley. Right, going to take the face off. Penny to her left. Laney and Ruby on defense. Comes back to Laney, who centers the Penny. Penny tries to get one through. It goes off a skate to the far boards. Ruby hits it off the All-Star stick as they try to skate through the neutral zone. Penny re-enters the zone. All-Stars bring it through neutral ice. They've got a 3-on-1. Send a weak one towards the net where Stella covers. Laney picks up the loose puck in the near corner. She's battling with it with Riley. Rewild sending it to ice. Stars are able to reset. They're going to bring it back to the zone. All Stars back to full strength. All-Stars able to get another one by Stella there. Now they're up 3-1. Caroline got to take this face off with Beckett and Laura, and then Lennon and Glenn back on defense. Lennon sends that towards the All-Star zone, doesn't enter before they send it back in center ice. Now the All-Stars do send it into Lady Wild zone. Beckett picks up the loose puck here in the corner. She's skating with it up the near boards. She gets pitched into the boards there. Now the All-Stars come away with it. They send one to the net. It goes wide. Now Lennon picks up the puck. She sends it the far boards. Goes into neutral ice. Beckett not able to pick it up, but the All-Stars come in offsides. Great attempt to get back on sides there, but puck comes in a little bit before he's able to get back to the blue line. Now Riot going to take the face off with Penny and Riley. Lennon and Glenn still back on defense. All-Stars pick up the puck around center ice. Glenn not able to get out of the zone. And All-Stars able to get a shot, but saved there by Stella and covered. D-zone face-off to Stella's left. Got too many on the ice. The refs don't see it as we had a line change and Lennon didn't realize. All good though, but now the All-Stars are going to bring it back in the zone. Send one towards the net. It goes wide. Ruby picks it up, sends up the far boards. All-Stars D slides it over, centering. Just a big lift there on the one-timer. Riley sends it down into the All-Star zone. They pick it up, skate it behind the net. Ship around Penny. Ruby get back. Ruby doesn't move her feet and gets burnt. Laney steps up and slows that play down. Riot comes away with the loose puck, skates it into the All-Star zone. Puck just dribbles there over Laney's stick, and it comes out of the zone, and she sends it in offsides. 5:46 left in the third period. Lady Wild down 3-0. Got Caroline, Bree, and Laura with Ruby and Laney on defense. Comes back to Laney. She chips it up the board. Bree's here in a board battle. She sends it out to Laura. Laura's got a little bit of space. She sends one towards the net. Goalie almost slides with it into the zone, but he covers before it goes out across the line. Caroline going to take the face off with Bree and Laura. Lennon and Glenn on defense. Stars send it out of the zone. Lennon loses her edge, but she still battles for her knees and sends it towards center ice. Stars send it back in the Lady Wild zone, and Lennon sends it right back out. Caroline picks up the puck, skates up the boards. She's got to take it off her stick. She's going to try to center to Bree. Bree slides one in, and it doesn't quite get past the goal. Again, I thought that was in. Great play there between Caroline and Bree. A good scoring chance. We're going to have forward line change. Riot, Penny, Beckett. Lennon and Glenn still on defense. Face off comes back to Lennon. She sends one towards the zone, but it gets deflected to the far boards. It skips over Glenn's stick. Lennon stops the play. Now the Stars will send it into the zone, or into the slot. Riot sends it to the near boards. Now the Stars center. A couple of different Lady Wild deflect that shot. Now another shot goes wide. Riot loses it. She tries to skate the puck up the boards. Now Lennon sends it up to the blue line. Stars keep it in. Deflected there by Beckett and Glenn. Stars come racing in to get another shot on goal. Stella covers. We'll have a D-zone face-off to her left. Full line change coming for the Lady Wild. Oh, but timeout first by Jordan, I think. All right, we'll have Caroline, Bree, and Laura on this face-off with Ruby and Lainey back on defense. Face-off comes to the All-Stars D. They go D to D. They send one in. It gets deflected a couple times before it gets pushed to Stella, who covers it. Now we'll have a face-off here to Stella's right. Face-off comes into the slot. Ruby, though, clears it back out. Bree blocks that shot. Bree sends it up to the point where the Stars try to shoot it, but Caroline's there to block the shot. Lainey picks up the puck here in the neutral zone. Stars pick up the puck, now skated in neutral ice. We've got an empty net back here as Riot comes on as the extra skater. Caroline rather, tries to skate up. She tries to center, gets deflected off a skate. Now the Stars pick up the loose puck, send it up to Ruby. Ruby sends it in deep. It gets blocked by another skate. Comes up Riot at the blue line, trying to hold it in. Stars send one from center ice. It goes wide. Ruby picks up the loose puck, sends it up to Lainey, who sends it up to Caroline. Caroline not able to collect. Stars pass it forward. Take a swing at it. Stars bringing it off sides here. Stella going to come back out for this face-off here in the neutral zone. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third period. Lady Wild get possession. Stella will skate back off and bring another attacker on. All-Stars sending it deep down in Lady Wild zone. Lennon collects it. It's up to Beckett. Beckett loses it. Now the Stars come forward. They're taking a shot. They don't get much on it, and Stella puts her glove on it. Another D's on face-off here to Stella's left. All right, Lady Wild able to get out of the zone. Beckett chips it around that All-Stars player. Riley coming up, gets one to go on goal, and the All-Stars goalie covers it. All right, we're going to go with an extra attacker here. Well, 4, 5. We need one more. Here comes Laura. Nope. Lennon. So we're going to have Caroline, Bree, Riot, Lennon, Laney, Ruby. All-Stars send one from their own zone for icing. Comes back to Ruby. Ruby sends it in deep, goes behind the net. Riot coming up, takes a shot. It's loose in front. Oh, quick whistle. Ref knows it. Riot would have got a goal there. The All-Stars got a friendly whistle there as the puck was not covered, but he whistles it dead. Caroline sends a face-off to Bree. Bree tries to send it in. It gets deflected. Now it goes to the left wing circle. A couple different Lady Wild backhanded towards the net. Now the All-Stars send up to the far boards. Laney sends it back in deep. All-Stars skating with it. They lose the puck. Riot and Caroline and Bree battling for the puck. Puck now goes behind the net where the All-Stars pick it up. Lady Wild miss on that centering pass. It gets deflected as it comes through. Lennon comes up and trips the player as he gets by her, and we're going to go shorthanded here for the remainder 35 seconds. Nope, we need one off. We need one off, girls. All right, Bree skates off as we're on the PK here. Ruby, Laney, Caroline, and Riot out on the PK. Riot sends it up to the blue line. Caroline tries to bring it up. All-Stars pick up the loose puck. They come in and take a shot. Laney going to play soccer as she loses her stick. Now she's got it. Now Caroline picks up the loose puck. She tries to come into the neutral zone and get down for a shot, but it's 3 seconds. This is going to end the game. Lady Wild are going to lose 3-1 to the Des Moines All-Stars Gray team. Lady Wild kept it close most of the game. Just not able to sustain a ton of offensive zone time. We'll see what we can do tomorrow against, I think it's Des Moines All-Stars Navy at, let's see what time. No, tomorrow morning we're against the Wichita Junior Thunder at 9 a.m. And then we got Des Moines All-Stars Navy at 2 p.m. And then a couple different game times possible for Monday. So we'll see everybody tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.